Do you wish you could travel the world? Tired of being stuck at home? Thinking, hey, I should start living in a tiny house with no shower? Try Gut Oxidil. One bingeable dose of Gut Oxidil is a proven fast remedy to reverse a night of moderate to severe boredom, monotony, and FOMO. Gut Oxidil. Please watch so we can do a season 2. Common side effects include spending all your money on a rig, buying hard tools.
On day 1, the van team got their mural started, while the RV team completed their roof deck, and the Skoolie started their roof raise. A new day brings new challenges and new calls for the nomads.
My name's Wes, and I grew up in Wichita, Kansas. Basically a builder from a young age, tearing apart my mom's toaster and blender and all that good stuff. Kind of gave me the jump, learning how to take things apart and how to build things and whatnot.
So I always wanted to be an actor, but of course when you tell your parents that, they say don't do that. That is not an option. So my options were lawyer or doctor. I became a lawyer and very quickly realized that I needed to have a creative outlet or my soul was slowly crumbling into a shell of lawyerness. Now living in a van, I have opportunities to express myself creatively, so I am so much happier not being a lawyer.
Well, I've been building rigs for 5 years now. I started in a minivan. I've had a school bus, and I've done about 10 other van rigs. I was actually in college. I was there for 1.5 years, and I was laying in my dorm room being like, this isn't really what I want to do. And I saw a video on YouTube from Backyard Vanner, and I saw his van, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, I could do that. So 13 rigs later, here I am.
Next up will be probably, once all the skins are put back in place anyway, cutting out the windows and getting the RV windows installed, and then get the flooring laid in, and then start doing the walls. They'll start moving their cabinets in and all that sort of stuff. So we were kind of anticipating 2 days for the roof raise, 2.5 days for the roof raise, and then cabinet building and putting together everything after that. I think we're about a half to 1 full day ahead of schedule, I think. So yeah, we're doing really good, really proud of what we've done so far, and we're getting it done.
So this is our van's electrical system. So we've got our 4 lithium ion phosphate batteries right here. These are all going to be tied in to a fused master bus bar. So this allows us to have all of our major loads be split off of here, but still have overcurrent protection at the point of use. So it's like one device blows the fuse, we can just go in here. This will all be accessible to the user. Change a fuse. This is the master switch here. So if you're going to be storing the rig for a long time, you can just turn that master switch off and let these babies just kind of breathe for a little while. Otherwise, we've got our inverter right up here. So the power that's in your home, that's 120 volt. And the power that comes in from the sun is actually 12 volt direct current. So what this unit does is it takes the direct current and changes it to 120 volt alternating current. So now we can use like household outlets as well as 12 volt devices through this.
I am sewing the cushions and the curtains, and so we are on an adventure to go to the Alamosa Walmart to get some sewing goods. Shopping spree! I'm this white van right here, the Nissan. This is Freebird. I've lived in her on and off for like 3.5 years, and she does not love the sand, but we'll see how she does. It is crazy to be able to get out of here because it has completely changed since I got here. There were like no rigs here, and now it's just this labyrinth of vans and trucks and vehicles of all different types.
I guess I was chosen to be on Gutted for, I actually have no idea why. No, I'm kidding. Why did I get into this lifestyle? So there was an actual moment that happened. I went down to San Diego to go visit my brother, and he said, hey man, I gotta show you this video. I promise you this video will change your life. I sat down, I watched the video, and I got choked up like I am now. And in that moment, it changed my entire life. It made me, like something clicked. I started researching. I spent 6 months researching. I called my dad up and I said, is this even possible? Can I even live out of a van? Can I convert a van? And he said, yeah, not only can you convert one, and I'm gonna do it with you because I did one with my father when I was your age. So it meant a lot.
I'm building an overhead cabinet for the kitchen area. So I'm just putting down the dimensions I have. I kind of want to make it a little more than just boxes. So I'm really just playing with the space and seeing it will work and fit well and flow well and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully it turns out as good as I want it to.
Well, my name is Nick Nelson. I'm on the van team. I spent most of my childhood kind of bouncing between Reno and Northridge in Los Angeles. Now I run a high-end custom camper van shop in New Hampshire. I do everything from the upholstery work, the plumbing, the electrical. I'm a certified marine electrician, which is kind of cool. Apparently I'm like the only van builder who's a certified marine electrician in the country, which is kind of random. So if there's any other marine electricians out there who build vans, speak up. You should charge more.
God, the spacing on that one's way off. I'm just kidding.
See what I gotta deal with. So this is the panel that we're attaching. We have to drill all the holes first. Then we'll hold it out and put in all our sealant. And then after the sealant's all in, we'll bring it back and then put rivets in all these holes that we're drilling. And the windows are going here. So after it's all attached, I'll use a metal grinder and I'll cut out the windows from the inside, then add the curvy radius on the edges from the outside. And then we'll weld this to this steel bar, do little tacks around the whole thing. And then after that's all cleaned up, we add the window from the outside. It's a process, it just takes steps.
It's real tedious.
I'm totally pumped. I get to go shopping. All right, so I have been sent by the RV team to get bedding and cushion foam and cute stuff. So we're hoping that the Alamosa Walmart is gonna have everything that we need. Hopefully some things that are shag and retro and 70s, kind of like this. This is perfect. This is like our ski resort retro vibe. And we need to find cushion foam for our couch. So we're in the right direction. This is an 1.5 inch memory foam. If we can find there's 3 inch. If we can find a 4 inch memory foam topper, we can cut it into pieces and we can make that into our couch. I think I might come back with a lot of stuff, cause there's a lot of cool stuff here and we need a lot of stuff.
So we've got the rough ceiling up in the van. Now we're working on the walls. This is the most technical part probably of all the cutting that we've done so far, just because you have to get the gap between the windows right, the height from the ceiling to where you have to screw to on bottom. Altogether, we'll probably have to do 3 walls like this, and then we're gonna be ready to start doing finished walls, putting cabinets in, all that. My goal is to not have to redo it. Trying to make these clean, because this is gonna be our finished edge. And on the inside of the van, we actually changed it up. We're gonna not have the rounded corners that you normally see in an RV or a van. The wood is gonna go straight to the window, so it's gonna be perfectly squared off, and hopefully make kind of a cool shelf that you can use as well. And another one here,
Yeah, so with this competition, a lot of the skills that I bring here are a lot of the metal fab stuff. I am, been doing metal fab most of my life, so I kind of created a system that made roof raising easy while I've been on the road with these roof raising mechanisms with all thread and whatnot. Creativity, I do have an artistic eye for things. Honestly, I can do just about anything. I'm not limited.
I have a degree in architectural engineering, so I guess a design degree, and also I've always been told that I have leadership qualities, so kind of delegation as well as project managing, I guess, kind of telling people where to be, how to do things. I do not like saying that about myself. I'd rather be in the trenches getting my hands dirty with my team.
I think one of the greatest skills I bring is adaptability. Even though we have a whole lot of material, it's not always the material we want or that we're used to, mainly, and the tools are different. They're not my set of tools. It's a rig none of us have ever built before. There's not a lot of days to do it, and that's kind of what I'm good at. When I usually get my vans, I kind of just zone in and wake up, work on it, go to sleep, and then wake up and do it again.
The mountains look like teeth, even if you do it like that. So I'm doing trees.
I mean, I think the biggest skill I'm bringing to the team is kind of maintaining an emotional center and not getting really stressed and not getting anxious, and understanding that there are a lot of things that are happening. There's a lot of variables, and recognizing that it doesn't really matter. And we can control the things we can control, and the stuff that we can't let it get to us.
I have a background in design, so I used to do a lot of green building. I renovated my van with a lot of sustainable, non-toxic materials, and I flip houses and I renovate Airbnbs. So I bring some design eye, and then also maybe positive energy. We need another cart. I think it is so essential to have a positive outlook on life. This is hilarious. Because your outlook is really all you can control, and that also literally controls everything. I like to think that life happens for me, not to me. And as much pressure as it might be, you do create your reality.
6. One in the shower as well, right? One light in the shower as well.
In the shower?
7 lights.
Okay, 7? 7 lights in the shower.
Yeah, we'd definitely see every speck of dirt, wouldn't we?
Don't nobody want to see that. Just one light in the shower, please.
One light in the shower.
Just one, and make it
throughout.
Make it dim.
So I'm working on the shower wall for this RV.
Oh, okay.
We're going with some cedar planking and put polyurethane on there.
Got
Get
it.
some gloss on it, and the water will just roll right off. Most of the time, people use cedar for outdoor furniture.
Got
It's a little bit more durable than something like pine or something like that.
Yeah.
Right here in this back corner, this is where the shower is going to go. So,
Wow.
shower pan's right there. It's going to be going in this spot here.
Dang.
Toilet's going to be over here somewhere, so I'm just going cedar up this whole wall.
Nice.
I actually did this in my RV.
And no issues?
No issues. Been showering it every day.
Woo!
It's good to go.
So you're gonna do the walls to the ceiling, and then is the ceiling kind of like the last piece?
We're actually considering doing these cedar planks on the ceiling, but we're gonna do it a bit differently. We're gonna run them down lengthwise like that.
Okay.
And then we're gonna paint them white.
Ooh.
Yeah, but we're probably gonna save that till the very last.
Okay. Yeah.
That way we're free to run electrical through the ceiling.
Right.
Make last minute decisions on that.
Yep.
And just in case we don't have enough, we're gonna build around everything rather than putting the ceiling in and then putting everything up to it.
Yeah.
So like all our cabinetry and stuff.
Cool. Keep it up. We're not gonna distract you anymore.
Peace out.
Yep.
How's the heat been today?
Actually, it hasn't been too bad today.
Okay, the hat helps. Where can I get one of those, by the way?
I don't know.
Oh, shoot. There we go.
There'd be a big closet here that goes all the way to the floor.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
this just attaches to that, and
Okay.
then on that side is where the fireplace goes.
Ooh. How's that coming along? You guys done any work on that yet?
No, we haven't gotten it yet.
Okay. Fingers crossed,
Yeah.
please.
So all I did here was just extended the ladder. So it's a
Okay.
little bit easier. These are already well done. So you can step
Okay,
up.
so those stopped
Yeah.
higher up. Oh, yo.
Exactly.
Whoa.
We're also gonna have a stairway inside.
That's right. Spiral, yeah? Oh, I'm so excited. Woo!
It's our tabletop. Old growth maple with epoxy resin. I wanted to do one on site, but it takes too long for it to cure. I asked my buddy Mark, and then he decided to donate it to us. Normally a table like this is like $1,000.
Wow, yeah, this is solid. Oh, this is nice.
What's going on here?
Well, I'm building the van's electrical system right now.
I don't know what any of this is.
What this does is basically takes those 3 different charging sources and then puts it all together in a way that's both clean, efficient, and safe to power everything in the van. So in a normal car battery, they're just a flooded lead acid. So what that means is there's literally, there's a protein inside the battery basically that creates electricity. The problem is they charge really quick, but they dissipate really quick. And so these batteries are lithium iron phosphate. So they receive a very high amperage of charge, but they're able to maintain a really steady discharge. And unlike other batteries that folks use in RVs, like an AGM style battery, this actually, you're able to discharge all the way down to nearly 100% without damaging the battery. And like, this is not a spaceship. You want to make sure this is simple.
These 3 rigs didn't look anything like this at the beginning. Honestly, I had no idea how this was gonna turn out. I think nobody here thought they could do this in 5 days, and yet most of them are where it would take them like 4 weeks to be. All the teams are using the Nomads, which is, you know, yesterday the van team said they weren't going to.
Are these like new team members or what's going on here?
All right, so I lied.
Oh, explain.
Our team plans on not calling Nomads at all.
The whole time?
The entire 5 days.
No shame.
They looked bored yesterday, so we were like, you know, we're gonna give them a task.
Oh, so you're doing them a favor. Wow,
So
that is so kind of you.
I thought it was.
Yep.
So they're underneath right now, the van. They're gonna be dropping the diesel tank. And they're gonna be tapping into it so that they can run our heater and our Wabasto cooktop.
It's
I
okay.
figure why not take
Humility.
advantage of it.
It's good for everyone a little bit.
I know, you know, how about we still finish a day early?
Oh, yeah.
Can we still do that?
Hey,
All
yeah,
right.
go ahead.
We'll see, maybe 12 hours early, can we say that? 8 hours early? How about we're done by noon on Sunday?
All right, noon
that
on
work?
Sunday. There
Noon
it
on
is.
Sunday?
I'm gonna remember that.
Oh crap.
All right, guys. So we got your a million little baby succulents.
Are they real?
Yeah, they're real.
Very real. And very sharp. I already touched this one.
Baby, we got it all. We got fur with sparkles. We got all sorts of random stuff. And we finally got a disco ball pillow.
Hello.
How's it going?
Fantastic.
Yeah. I got a couple things for you. Welcome to the greasy 200,000 mile bus.
So this cable, I want to run this wire from the engine bay all the way along the frame rails under the bus to the very back and run it up. That's going to be our engine supplementary charging system. And then we got one of the new vents we want to put.
A Max Air in the back?
Yeah, Max Air. So Max Air be in the back. That's what we got.
All right, fantastic. So 3 jokes, 2 hours.
I think you guys can do it.
We need a drill and driver. Jigsaw.
I think Greg's gonna grab a jigsaw.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, we're good.
Okay, let's roll.
Waste of time.
Oh, hey, Van Team.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, how's it going?
I see you're trimming your windows out differently.
We want to make it look like a house and not like a car.
Yeah.
So going with square just kind of makes it a little more homey.
Love
and then
it.
we'll probably add like another like nice trim or something.
Where do you want to be by the end of the day?
Ideally, this is all painted. I think that would be awesome.
I think Jared told me that you're doing a special lit ceiling.
Yep, this is gonna be painted white, and then he's gonna do like a strips of dark wood with indirect lighting.
He wouldn't tell us. He was keeping it secret yesterday.
Yeah, you just want to get out of the bay!
I'm sorry, Jared. We'll go tell the other team what's up.
Then see if they can. This is awesome.
Stephanie must be like an understudy of Bob Ross.
Those are some happy big trees.
Yeah, it's cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Not so many roadblocks today. We had to kind of retrofit some stuff on the outside,
Sure.
so we're trying to clean that up. We're gonna clean up our windows because we want it to look nice on the outside.
What is this that's in there? Is that the heater? What
This is
that?
our water heater.
Water heater.
It's on demand, so as soon as you
Yeah.
turn it on, it's gonna be super hot, super awesome.
Are you gonna have hot water in the sink and the shower, or just the shower?
Both, we should.
Nice.
Yeah.
Feeling like you're on track?
We're getting there.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a scurry at the end for
Oh my
everyone.
gosh, yeah, it might be a bit of a late night.
What's new on the inside?
New on the inside. We have our flooring in now. The shower is coming along, which is in that back right corner. It is, yes, made of cedar.
A cedar plank
Yeah,
shower.
exactly. So,
Because what's a chalet without a cedar plank shower?
right? Yeah, so mostly just fitting things today and making stuff work and get square.
I think those custom touches will help.
That's what we're hoping for. Hope you guys like them.
Where's mine at?
You know, I think there might be some anyway.
We don't take bribes.
Hi, guys.
This is the yellow submarine.
I was thinking there's enough time to lift it another like 3 inches, right?
It's not getting any higher than that.
So this morning, we put on this 10-foot section, and then this 3-foot section. Then we put on this side, and we're putting a Max Air fan in there. We decided to use the Nomads today. They're doing the fan, and then they're running a cable from our battery back to the electrical system. That way, yeah. You already know, I don't even have to explain.
What are you gonna do for finishes? Are you gonna have time for that?
Oh yeah, of course. It's
Yeah.
only day 2.
Are we having colors and touches? Like RV team has some pretty artistic stuff going
Well,
on.
we're gonna have some colors.
Some of the other teams are already in that, like, it's starting to look like something mode.
Yeah, I still feel like this is a little bit of a horror movie.
Okay.
But
Well, we're not worried. Good.
These guys over there just started building in their framework, you know, so they basically just like started on the interior. But our interior was more than started out there, as you've seen over in the wood shop.
If they're taking the time to talk to us, they can't be that worried. When they're like, hey, don't bother us, we'll know they're in trouble.
buzz off.
Yeah. Hang in there, guys. Turn out. It's only day 2.
Correct.
That bus is like such a big undertaking. I'm still worried about those guys, but all their cabinetry's done. It looks really good. As long as they size everything appropriately, they should be okay.
But then we have like RV, which is already like starting to style things.
You know, I do a lot of this building and stuff, and there's always somebody, usually my sister, will come in and start decorating before the work is done.
Okay.
So maybe that's all that is.
And then the van team, I feel like I know what stage they're at, and it looks like this until like the last 12 hours, and then it just becomes a camper van.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's insane because like everything just gets plugged in at the end, and then you're like, how did that happen?
I hope so for their sake. Who do you think has the most work left?
RV. I think they have a lot of components that they're still trying to figure out, whereas the other teams, it feels like they're maybe a little bit more solid on their plans.
I think you might be right. The Sprinter van, I did notice they're holding the cabinets up here and there, so you know that could
Day
change.
two, we should probably be set on a layout.
And the bus, they haven't even started plumbing, electrical.
They don't even have
There's
insulation
nothing mechanical
Yeah.
done, just their turtle shell. They should paint like a turtle. You might be right though with the RV.
I think that may look the most done, but may have the most work to do still.
TBD.
It's probably too big.
Well, this isn't so bad because all we need to know is the width of this.
This, right? That's. Oh, sorry. I mean, shoot.
Okay, so this bottom part of this little plane is.
We have these big windows right here that we're trying to remove them and put these flares in. Right now, you can only sleep if you're like my height or her height. But we're gonna put those flares in and it would be able to open it up. Now, however, we're on day 2.
And we have yet to receive them,
And we have not received the flares yet. They're in transit. But we've got to still install the heater, the cooktop, you know, the refrigerator has to be in. So all of the cabinetry is ready to go in.
We're waiting on the flares.
We're waiting on the flares.
We'll try to work around it.
We're
and
gonna
see
be
what
all
we
right.
can do.
We're gonna handle it. So
Try to paint it tonight.
We're gonna try and paint
Get
it
that
tonight,
dried.
and then we're gonna try and get the entire left side dry fit and ready to go for tomorrow. Day 3, if you want to talk to me again,
we'll see how we
and
are.
if the flares aren't in, then they ain't going in. Flares or no flares, it'll be done. This is van building 101. You have to roll with the punches.
Roll with the punches.
Yeah,
Material's not here, items aren't here, you just make it work.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
That's called van building.
But in the end, it's gonna look awesome.
It's gonna look great.
Sadly, we're still working on the bed frame. We're almost there. This is the last piece to put in, and then it is sturdy and ready for the bed.
We got a little sidetracked worrying about plumbing because that kind of affects how we do the bed.
That might be a job for the nomads, because I don't think we are going
This might
to
be.
want to do that.
We'll lay out the vision and they will execute.
But in a happier, more positive note, we have a wall. We have one wall in, thanks to these lovely fellers.
All right, so we're gonna do our electrical and we're also going to hook up our solar, right?
Okay.
We have the lines ran, so they just need to go down. I don't know, how far do you guys think you're gonna get tonight?
We could get most of this stuff like at least wired in,
Right.
but maybe not fully functional. But we could try. We're just going to be making cables all night long.
Okay, so 2 of you guys are probably gonna be on that, and then the other thing we have is the propane lines.
We got you.
Perfect, all right, thanks guys, appreciate it.
So we're putting on the rub rails, actually, and that's like the last step of a roof raise. So this is the completing stage of getting the whole roof raise done.
And we've got guys in the bus now doing insulation and framing. The outside of the bus is almost done besides painting. And the inside's gonna go full drive
tomorrow.
Getting
after it.
Another day, another dollar is the phrase, I think. Anyway, all the teams use the nomads, which is likely to be the trend moving forward. Steffi finished her Bob Ross mural. Besides that, steady progress with the walls going up, electrical continuing with Nick, and the nomads dropping the diesel tank. The RV team is consistently completing things like the flooring, the water heater, getting a wall partition in, and their bed frame. Meanwhile, the Skoolie made a world record probably by doing a roof raise in 2 days. They got their insulation in, some windows in, and their max air fans in.
Today went real well. We got that roof raise completely done, guys. How amazing is that?
Yeah.
2 days. That's a record for us.
That's the fastest I've ever seen that. Finally got into some custom woodwork.
I actually did go over to the RV and they let me walk inside and actually the stuff they were doing in the shower and stuff was beautiful.
I wish I had all the wood to finish it, but because I didn't, I was able to do the wall and start on the kitchen.
Today felt longer.
Yeah, I think we're way more exhausted today. I feel like we spent probably 20 to 30 man hours doing miscellaneous things.
Got the windows in?
We got the windows in.
You got the floor in?
You tested your electrical
So actually,
system?
I put a battery to that electrical system, and it didn't catch on fire. But that also means that the core of it's done.
It looks beautiful.
We have a full ladder now. We can get up to that roof.
Steffi crushed more art today.
Yes.
I was super cocky that we were not going to use the nomads, and we ended up using them.
Oh, we did.
Well, we started thinking about the things that we just really don't want to deal with. And we're like, we could hand those or we could make them
And we're giving them more to do tomorrow, which is even better.
Which is?
They're going to now do the heater.
Yep.
Yeah, awesome.
And hopeful cooktop.
I think tomorrow is really the day. End of tomorrow is really where we see where people are at.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff that's like built that's outside of the van, and we got that big old haul coming in tomorrow. So
we're still on track.
Teams now, and I feel like they're just gonna come out of nowhere and just like.
Yes, we don't have professional cabinet makers.
I do feel like they're kind of cheating with all those prefab boxes and stuff.
We're not really worried about them.
I think the other teams are doing some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, they're doing neat stuff.
I feel like as long as we keep the teamwork that we've got going, Nooks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's nothing stopping us. I mean, we're gonna finish this. We got 3 more days. We already got almost 50% of the van done. In 2 days.
Yeah.
I think we got it.
We just got some really amazing, cool talent.
Yeah, we're
and that's where it's at. I mean, we got a great crew. So.
There's no way this would pull off without you guys. Yeah.
I'm honestly so glad that all of us have different skills that we're able to bring to the table. Because think about how useful it is to have somebody who can do plumbing, and then have somebody who can do woodworking, and then you got a welder.
We've never met each other before.
I think we're working as a team.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well.
We are.
And we're having a hell of a time. We're having so much fun doing this together.
Yeah, you guys are killing it. Absolutely killing it.
High fives. You guys are killing it. Everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I love you guys. Cut.
Gonna take you for a ride in my brand new car. My brand new car. Gonna take you for a ride in my brand new car. My brand new car. Gonna show you how the shifter feels, 'cause tonight is the night that we make it real. Gonna take you for a ride in my brand new car. My brand new car. Gonna take you for a ride in my brand new car. Gonna take you for a ride in my brand new